Happy Monday! Monday. All right. Anthony Williams, medical medium, cleanse to heal. Healing plans for sufferers of anxiety, blah, 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 and more. All right. Radiation. How we doing today? All right. Here's an unknown source of radiation. Luggage that's been through airport security. Oh, wow, that's a good one. When your bags go through the scanners that allow agents to analyze their contents, the bags collect radiation that stays on them for years, centuries even. The next time you knapsack or tote or briefcase through the scanner, it collects more radiation. And that accrues and accrues and accrues with every trip. So the more you trip, the more you radiate. Hello. Airport security is using more radiation than ever before right now. Every year, it increases. As a result, we should be discarding our carry-on bags every 3 trips. Damn! Can we get some luggage insurance? The checked bag scanning process tends to emit less radiation. So you can discard checked bags less often. Those are my favorites anyway. More like every 6 trips. And those are one-way trips, by the way. Round trips count as 2 trips. Damn. Now, I know this isn't welcome information. I know it sounds drastic and jarring, especially with the popularity of expensive luggage in this age of reuse. Can I afford to buy a new bag every few trips? Isn't it wasteful? You may be asking yourself, and rightfully so. The bigger question is, can you afford not to? Especially if you have babies or children who spend any time near your luggage that's been on multiple flights. Wow, I didn't think about that. Can you afford to expose them? More on protecting little ones in a moment. The sun's not here yet, but it'll come. No one wants to age quickly, to get gray hair faster, or wrinkled skin, or degenerative bone diseases. No one wants to shrink and lose their height. No one wants their fingernails and toenails to lose their vitality and color. No one wants their teeth to discolor and decay, or their eyes to glaze over with cataracts or degenerative retina disease to develop. We simply don't want to age. We're always talking about anti-aging and never talking about the radiation exposure that contributes to it. Radiation speeds up the aging process rapidly. It causes much faster deterioration of cell tissue. Vitality gets sucked out of every cell exposed to radiation. While the body's cells are always renewing, radiation doesn't just disappear. We need to work on actively ridding it with the 3-6-9 cleanse and heavy metal detox, I'll get into that later. The heavy metal detox addresses radiation at the same time as toxic heavy metals. Otherwise, radiation within us has a shelf life that outlasts our body. When we're in our grave, hundreds and hundreds of years after we've died, we're still radiating. Didn't know this. Radiation also lowers the immune system. There's the 5G talk. Here, is this better? It's critical to keep our immune system strong so we can fight the pathogens and battle the toxins that we continue up against every day. When we fly, we already get tremendous amounts of radiation exposure. There's still nuclear fallout floating in the sky. Oh, I just learned about that. For Unconnected, the science behind everything on Netflix. For one, form tragedies such as Fukushima, Hiroshima, and Chernobyl, there's more of it up high. For another, everybody on the plane has just been through scanners and placed their scanned luggage in the overhead bins, concentrating all that radiation directly over our heads, which gives us extra radiation exposure. With all of this, on top of the radiation exposure we get from sources other than flying, such as X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, devices such as cell phones, and even food and water. If we can take a step to protect our health, well-being, and vitality, it's worth taking. We also need to think about where we're storing our luggage between trips. Under my bed. That's where I store everything exactly right now as we speak. And it's been on way more trips than 3, I will say that. Especially if we have little ones. Thank God I don't have any kids, but I got a little kitten now. When there are children in the house, or we're chronically ill, or we are chronically ill, we need to be most mindful about not keeping well-traveled bags nearby. What if you're using your child's bedroom closet to store the family carry-ons that have been on 5, 6, or 7 trips? What if you sleep 4 feet away from the backpack you've taken on 10 flights and it's radiating there, right next to you, every night? These are questions to consider. If you have kids, do whatever you can to change luggage regularly. Be particularly careful about letting babies near bags that have been on a flight with you. If you don't have children in the home and you can't afford new bags, that's me, stow them as far from where you spend time in the home as possible. Definitely don't do that. What about the items that were in the luggage when it went through the airport security? Oh, God. It's really the largest item that collects the most radiation, and that item is the piece of baggage itself. Computers, cell phones, and clothing are smaller, and we store them separately and spread out when we're not flying. That is, we usually don't keep an exact set of shirts, pants, and sweaters from a trip shut together in one drawer, where all the radiation it not picked up will be concentrated. Where all the radiation it picked up will be concentrated, These smaller items tend to be replaced more often than luggage too. True. We cycle them through. This doesn't need to be a big source of worry. Same with snacks you might have packed in your carry-on to eat while traveling. Me. When we eat food that's been through the scanner, yes, we'll get a small dose of radiation. Food sold at the airport has been scanned too, though. What? You may need to eat while traveling, and you especially need to drink liquids. So go ahead and pack your snacks, drink your water, and plan to take care of yourself with cleansing steps such as the heavy metal detox smoothie afterward. Thank God. All right. This is what I mean about living our lives. Some exposures we can't avoid. Some, I'm just thinking about artists and everything, oh my gosh, who are constantly flying. This is what I mean about living our lives. Some exposures we can't avoid. Some, like luggage, we can limit. Either way, it helps to be aware. Then we can make smart choices, such as choosing a more economical bag next time you purchase luggage so you won't mind letting it go before long, and sparing your kids from sleeping next to radiating carry-ons. If you're concerned about the waste aspect of discarding your travel bags over time, think about the waste aspect of becoming ill and hospitalized, and the costs that occur on all levels of life when that happens. This is a good book. Now, it's possible that someday radiation at airport security will get more attention. If it does, be prepared to hear experts say that the radiation levels that luggage pick up, if detectable, are safe for the body. That won't mean the radiation really is safe. It's like telling us mercury filling things are safe. Sometimes tools and knowledge are behind the times. Hold on to what you've discovered about the truth here. That's it. The next one's plastic. Let me end this one and I'm on to plastic.